Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say hello and welcome to I Am the Change. My name is Michelle Simon Kelly. I started these videos in 2019 stating out loud that I was breaking up with fear, I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt, followed by weekly videos, and I had other New Year's resolutions / intentions every year since. So if you want to go and check them out, they're on Facebook, they're on YouTube, they're on Instagram, but my latest one this year is working on forgiveness. And you guys, when I tell you I'm working on stuff, I need to tell you what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So what does working on forgiveness mean for me? And how do you do that? I was taught a lot of things. I'm in 3 12-step programs. I am a recovering drug addict and alcoholic. I am a recovering adult child from a family of dysfunction, and I am a recovering food addict. And some of the tools that I've been taught on forgiveness is to pray for that person every day for 2 weeks. And in the beginning, I'm like, what? Pray they get hit by a car? And you're supposed to pray for that person everything that you want for yourself, that you want that for them too. And so that's really hard to do. And sometimes I couldn't even pray for people because I was so mad and I didn't want them to have good things. I'll tell you what, when I hated myself when I was younger, and I used to hate myself, when I hated myself, I wished bad things for other people too. And as time has gone on, I don't hate myself anymore, so I don't wish bad things on other people. But there was a time when people used to say, Michelle, you're such a good person, you're such a good person, because when I got married to my ex-husband, his parents moved in with us. Well, when his parents moved in, their dog bit my son, Angelo. They said if the dog ever bit anybody, they would get rid of the dog. So anyway, of course, this dog bites Angelo, which is my baby. It was the day after my father-in-law died, so nobody wanted to get rid of the dog. I was so mad at my mother-in-law. How could she keep this dog that hurt my child? Well, here it was it was her husband's dog. And that was her only connection to him, was this dog that was still here and he wasn't. But at the time, all I could see is she kept this freaking dog that bit my kid. So I used to go to work and say, people would say, Michelle, you could give the dog chocolate. That would make the dog, die. And I'm like, God, no, they would know it was me. I can't do that. But I wanted bad things for her and the dog because I was so pissed. But as time has gone on, when I'm in these 12-step programs, they give you all these tools and advice of what to do and pray for the person, try and look at things on a different perspective. I didn't look at it as she just lost her husband and her dog is her only connection to him. All I saw and felt was that dog bit my kid. End of story. So this forgiveness process has not been easy for me. And besides praying for the person, I have a God box that I made. And it says, let go. It says, pray. And whenever I'm worried or, have a resentment, I write a letter to God. Dear God, please bless. And I put the person and I put love Michelle and I put the date on it. But when I first started doing it, and I was actually able to make the God box with my girlfriends, which was really fun. And when I first did it, I just wrote the person's name and threw it in there. And then as time went on, I started writing, Dear God, please, thank you, love, Michelle, the date. You know, I started evolving. It didn't start that way right away. And a lot of times when I have friends who are so mad at somebody, if they can't pray for them, I can do it. I'll pray for that person for you, because I wish love, peace, and joy, healing, and happiness for every single person, place, and thing in the entire universe. And if you ever told me I would be like that, I would not believe you. And I also told you guys that I didn't talk to my mom for 28 years. I didn't talk to my dad for over 10 years, and I didn't talk to my sister for 15 years. And this is all why I've been sober. So talk about holding grudges and not being able to forgive. I'm like the queen of non-forgiving. So all I can see is what you've done to me. And I never could see my part in it or what I've done. So as my attitude has changed, and I'll give you another, my son's dad wanted nothing to do with my son when I left him. And he cut us off, dead to me. And I was so hurt by that. But I used to do the same thing to people. But it was like, I could do that to you, but you're not allowed to do that to me. And I used to wish bad things would happen to him and that I would get to watch and see it and I would enjoy it. And as time has gone on, I don't think that way anymore, but I used to. So I used to wish that he lived as a quadriplegic and everybody had to do stuff for him. Not that he died, that he lived and I could watch. So like, these are the thoughts that used to go through my head. And when people used to say, Michelle, you're such a good person, I'm thinking, God, if they only knew what was going through my head, they wouldn't say that about me. But that wasn't what kind of person I was or I am. That's where I was in my life. And when I didn't like and love myself, of course I wanted bad things for other people. That didn't mean, I just wanted people to hurt as much as I was hurting. I think that's what it was. I wanted to get them back. I wanted them to feel the pain like I was feeling the pain. And it never worked out, by the way. So that's how I work on forgiveness. And I talk about it and I tell people when I'm mad at somebody or if somebody did something and I look at my part and what did I play in this and how can I work on this? I can write the person a letter and not give it to them and like write every bad thing that I wish happens to them and read it to somebody else and get it out of my system. So it's not festering and keeping me sick, because they say secrets keep you sick and emotionally and mentally, and I used to have a lot of them, and now I have worked through my stuff to the point that I'm an open book and I'm in my pajamas again. I ended up going for my keratin is the hair, ketamine, that's the because I was a hairdresser, I used to do keratin treatments. I went for ketamine this week. I could not wait. I called my doctor on Saturday because last week I went to the emergency ward. And ever since I got my last medial branch block, I have been in a flare-up like I was before they diagnosed me with my CRPS. Yeah, I always get the letters wrong. And so anyway, I told the doctor I couldn't wait and they got me in this week, which was amazing. And my ex-husband drove me every single day and picked me up every single day, 4 days this week, and took me to a doctor's appointment and stopped at Wegmans so I could pick up my stuff. So when I tell you miracles are happening and they can happen, they do. And now I can see people through God's eyes. And I swear to God, I don't know what happened or how it happened. I do know what happened and how it happened, but people kept saying things to me that I used to not believe. My friends used to say, you picked your family. And I'm like, why would I ever pick my family? The things they have done have hurt me so bad. Why would I ever choose for them to be my family? And then I would get mad at the person who told me. I'm like, she doesn't know what she's talking about, and that's not true. And then somebody else said it to me later, and I'm like, God, why do people keep saying this to me? And then somebody else said it to me, and I'm like, oh my God, all right already. Like, why would I pick my family if they hurt me so bad? But what I have now learned, because I can see everybody through God's eyes, is I picked the people and they picked me who were going to teach me my biggest lessons that I needed to learn. And one of my biggest lessons that I needed to learn was how to forgive. And I'm a healer. And you know, you can't be a healer unless you have healed from things. So you can't be the one without the other. And I was so afraid to do videos and be in the public eye because I didn't want to have haters. And my family felt like my biggest haters. And I survived that and got through that. So I now know that any person who tries to come after me can never hurt me, because I've already learned that lesson. They were my biggest teachers to help me heal things that I needed to heal. And some of this might not make sense to you right now, but I promise you one day it will. And when it does, I can help you with that. And I can explain things in a way that most people can't understand. But I've been getting my ketamine treatments all this week, and today they did lidocaine instead of the ketamine. It's an anesthetic too, and I had a really bad flare-up that I couldn't get under control, and I'm in a lot of pain today. And I thought, I can't come on here 2 weeks in a row in my pajamas. And then I'm like, yes, I can, and I am. I cannot wear a bra. It hurts so bad. And you can't even tell because my boobs are almost down to my belly button. I used to say jokes about this to people. What's the difference between your boobs from when you're younger and you're older? Your belly button. So what little boobs I have left, they have dropped so low. You can't even tell I don't have a bra on in this video, but it hurts so bad to wear clothes and to wear a bra. And I have angels looking out for me. My day started off, and I'll be quiet in a minute. My day started off with, I got in an elevator and it started to close, and the guy pressed the button and let me in. And I'm like, thank you for being one of my angels. I have a great friend who came and cleaned for me today and did an amazing job. And right before I sat down, she wrote, I love your soul. And then she put, Michelle is a strong woman. And I just found that before I did my video. So I have angels around me all the time, helping me, cheering me on. And that's what I'm able to do for others now. So this is your sign, signing off. I will see you all next week. So stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you soon.